Imagine being the person to record a video, then you realize halfway through that the audio was extremely messed up and no one can understand what you were saying. I truly cannot imagine making a mistake that dumb. But either way, I'm getting very tired of the internet because it feels like the same things just keep on happening over and over again. This is the reason why my social media usage has went down by 85% this year. And that's not even a random number that I made up. That's actually how little I have been using social media. And the crazy part is, I am not more happier. Everyone has lied to me. But either way, one thing that I want to talk about is a drama that has been happening in the anime community for no joke over 10 years. And that is the Black Edit controversy. Now, if you don't know what this is basically taking an anime character and redrawing them to be black, whether that's having black features like hairstyles, and you guys know what I mean by that, so I'm not even going to explain it. And this has been something that got a lot of people angry for a very long time. And it's usually because of two reasons. One is because of racism, and when me saying that, I still think it's crazy that to this day, 2024, moving to 2025, there are still a bunch of people in the world who like to pretend that racism doesn't exist or completely downplay the issue. Now, I have my theories why people act like this, but we're not here to talk about it in this video. But yes, racism is a big part of it. The anime community is pretty well known for having a really big racism problem, so that is a big part of why this gets a lot of people angry. And number two, a lot of people see it as disrespectful to the original creation. Now, I think both of these are absolutely dumb. Now, I'm not going to explain the first one, because I am going to pray to God that you watching this video know why racism is bad. But with the second one of seeing it disrespectful, this is something that I completely disagree with. I don't think it's disrespectful for you to take a character and draw them in a different race, them having a different body type. I don't even care if you go as crazy and you want to draw the character as a dragon with two ginormous sausages. I don't really think this is really that much of a big deal. Now, yes, they are cases of someone doing something that is extremely disrespectful to the original source material. Two examples that I see happen a lot on the internet, which is absolutely insane, is one, if the creator says that they don't want their character to be drawn in a certain way. You see this a lot with not safe to work content, as there are tons of artists out there who are like, please don't do this to our characters, but people still do it anyway. Like, one excuse that people will do to try to justify this decision is saying that we should have completely listened to what the artists have to say, which is a thing that I disagree with, and I think is extremely disrespectful if you do that. The only time I think that is completely valid is if the artist is a bad person, and by that I mean they have done something so bad where tons of people are saying we need to separate the art from artists, that level of bad, then who cares what the artists need to say. But here's the thing, that's the minority, and the majority of people who create stuff and post it for the world to see are just normal everyday people, so I think you should respect their decisions if they don't want their character to be drawn in a certain way. Or number two, if you say you're going to go and fix a character design. The recent example of this is that we saw a lot of people doing this with the Concord characters. I think we all know that this game is basically notorious for having terrible character designs, and tons of people were saying that we're going to go and fix the character designs. And I think that's absolutely crazy because that's very disrespectful. I know every single time when you try to call this out, you'll have one idiot saying that, so what, criticism doesn't exist anymore? Which I understand why people come down to that conclusion. A lot of people live life really two-dimensionally and like to pretend that nuance doesn't exist. But no, you can respectfully criticize someone's creation. I think the Concord character designs are terrible, and I think that's completely okay if you want to criticize how the characters look, or even if you want to redesign them, that's cool. But saying that you're gonna walk around and like fix the character designs and like what the artist did is so unbelievably bad that I need to go and like disrespect them, that is not okay. That's gross. That's very smelly. But again, this is another thing that happens a lot, all the time, which I think is absolutely crazy. But here's the thing, most people who are making black edits, they're not doing that. They're just posting something for fun. And I know what one of you people are thinking, because every single time when someone talks about this, you'll have one argument, and that's people saying, if it's completely okay for you to make a black edit, why is it not good for you to do it the other way around with a black character and redrawing them as like white or something? And the answer to that question is very simple. It's actually one word, and it's called intention. Most of the time when people make a black edit, they don't do it with malicious intent. They usually just do it to be creative and just to make something extremely fun. That's literally the reason why they do it. White edits, 99% of the time, is usually made to spread racism and hatred, which is why that is extremely frowned upon. It's not really that complicated. It's very simple. Anyway, that's it. This is just a crazy drama that I still think is insane that is still happening. And I also think it's very funny. Well, it's not really funny. It's actually very sad that this only happens to black people. Like, not so long ago, we had the Brazilian Miku thing and everyone was saying that was amazing and that was cool and no one cared. But you know, the split second you do the same thing, but you make the character black, that's when you have gone too far. We live in a very goofy world. Anyway, that's it. This is something that I want to talk about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.